niche is going to be the best, or niche or niche, however you pronounce that word. Because essentially, I did a Instagram post the other day, and a lot of people said, "Oh, that was a great way to describe it." So what I said, and I'll just share it with you guys too. I said, if I wanted to get, if I found your channel, a video you did on how to make a bomb lasagna, right? And I was like, "Oh my God, this lasagna is so good. Let me see who this is that has this video, and I love it. You know, should I subscribe?" And I go to your channel, and I see, like you said, you doing like, "Hey, here's my child, me doing my hair." Go grocery shopping with me, you know, how to change a tire. I'm just like, nah, that's all right. I'm not subscribing to that because it's all over the place. I want a channel. Now, if I went to your channel and it's all food, all recipes, I have a family of 3, I'm cooking stuff, I'm like, okay, bet. This is going to be my go-to source for recipes.
Kalan, tell me what it means when someone says they want multiple streams of income. Tell the people. Why do the people need multiple streams of income?
COVID says it all. What's the difference between having an LLC for your business and being trademarked?
For me, I'm trying to get multiple streams of income because I'm trying to retire early. 62, can't do it.
Welcome to another episode on the Stream Station Show. You got myself, Kalan.
I'm Candace.
And we're glad that you're here joining us on another episode on today. And we got something good for y'all. Something that we see it all the time. Whether you're looking for it or you're not looking for it. Because it's everywhere on the internet. And that's this whole YouTube craze. Like just social media. In general. But you know, any little post that you see, it's always left with please subscribe, please follow, please like, you know, something of that nature. Something of that nature. But that's what we got in store for y'all today. Yeah. Before we get too much into that, we got to tag up with each other. It's been a couple weeks.
It has been. So
Candace, you can just tell us like what's been going on with you.
So I'm trying to put the finishing touches on the event that we talked about. So y'all might have seen it on my Instagram and stuff. I finally posted the event and kind of just said, I'm gonna put it out there. It's happening. Made the flyer, did all the things. I haven't like pressed go on the advertising the way I really want to because I'm still the event venue. People be owning businesses and then they don't be owning businesses. They just, I'm like, do you want this money or do you not want this money? I'm trying to pay this deposit, but you know, anyway, so I'm waiting to like put my John Hancock on the contract and then I'll just like push the event stuff. But it's going well, you know. I talked to my wholesaler and the brooms are on the shit. They are on their way from there to here. I am nervous. But it's neither here nor there.
You made the investment.
I know. I can't believe it though. And I also made another investment last week. So I wish I could describe it to you better than what it's about to sound like. But one of the ways that I ship my brooms, like one of the ways I hack free, it's not free shipping, but free boxes for me is the post office. So the post office has, you know, the flat rate boxes, right? You can go in, put your stuff in it, send it. Yeah. Okay, so the brooms are 36 inches long. They don't have a 36-inch box. But the postmaster taught me a trick a long time ago to put 3 of the 12-inch boxes together to make your 36-inch box. So I do. And it looks nice when it's all done. But I've been wanting to get like a 36-inch box that I can just like stick it in there, be and done with it. And for a long time, none of the big shipping companies like Uline, none of them had a 36-inch box. And just recently, Uline introduced a 36-inch box. I was so excited. I ordered 20 just to see how it, because the depth concerned me a little bit. But they came. They are beautiful. And plus, for the event, I wanted people to be able to have a box, a full box to like take their broom home in and not like the post office box that I had made. So. Yeah,
that's what's up.
But that's what's
up. That's what's up.
How are you? How is my space? How is everything?
So the space is moving.
Okay.
I think. When did I go? I went up there on Friday, and he told me, the contractors told me that they thought it... No, I went up there on Thursday. Okay. And he told me that it would be done on Friday. I didn't believe it would be done on Friday.
Because it's the same contractor?
Yes, the same contractor. That it did take him some time to get moving. But like I said, I was confident of the end product because I know the work is good. His work is good. And it looks good in there.
It looks good.
It just was a matter of time of, you know, getting started. But it will probably be done probably like by the end of this upcoming week. Okay.
And you want to do May 1st, right?
I wanted to, but it's still like it doesn't have to be May 1st.
I think it need to be May 1st.
Because it's still, and this is a learning thing.
Okay.
Because I set May 1st, based on things that I can control.
Right.
But like kind of how you talked about with shipping, it's like, but I can't account for materials, because all the stuff is delayed right now with all the shipping. I can't account for that.
Yeah.
So that's just a learning thing. So
and it's not like you're waiting to open the business. The business is open.
The business still runs.
Yeah.
But the difference is no overhead. Yeah. So and it's like it's things that we can actually do in the space that we can't do here.
Okay.
So it's like we need to get in there to generate some more revenue.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm excited.
But that's where I've been at. That's that has all my attention.
You know what I like about this segment that we do at the beginning? You get to, in a year, 2 years or whatever, look back at how far Ghost Stretch has come over the last 2 years. Like, you chronicled that.
Oh, yeah. When you think about it, like every little story and stuff. Yeah.
I like that.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. So, enough about us. Now on to how to build your channels, the YouTube pages, the Pinterest, the whole nine,
the Instagrams, all of
Instagram, everything.
Let me tell you something. These YouTubers and building, they know what they're doing when they building their thing. My daughter was 2, maybe 3 when she used to like talk to herself in her room while she was playing, be like and subscribe, and I was like, who is she talking to? But that's the repetitive nature of like the things that they make sure they're saying it because they're building a following. And now that she's older, right, I'm peeking over her shoulder trying to see what she's watching. One of the things that I noticed is like, because she's a kid, a lot of things she watches are like high energy. They doing a lot of stuff. They making slime. They doing a thing. And they do like this thing where they count down. Be like, hit that buzzer, hit that bell in 3, 2, 1. And she be like trying to find the bell because she has subscribed to 67 channels on my YouTube, right? I'm getting all the notifications, all the everything. Right. But it's smart. It's like so smart. YouTube is intimidating to me, but I see them in their strategies.
Yeah. And I mean, and we'll get into this more, but it's like it's a way to earn money. So a lot of times, if you're doing something that you would be doing anyway off camera, why not do it? But that's what we about to get into. And we got 2 great guests with us today. We have Hawa and her sister JayJay. We're glad that you all are able to join us. We've been trying to get this, for some time, but we're glad that it worked out now. And we're about to get into the whole business of it. But before we get into all the details, just give us a little bit about both of y'all background and like how you got into, wanting to build your channel, because they both have separate channels and have grown them to a good amount, in a short time frame. So we would like to hear about like what made you want to get into that, both of you all.
Should I go first?
Yeah, you go first.
And don't be throwing shade at me talking about we been trying to get to this. But yeah, so I basically, y'all don't know, I went to school with Kayla. I went to Frostburg, which after school, my plan was, because I was a theater major, was to go off to New York or go to LA and pursue my, acting career, because I was loving like behind the scenes camera, in front of the scenes camera, theater makeup, film makeup. Like that was my jam. Like I loved it. And it was so crazy because like I was like one of the only like black persons that was in that type of, field in college. So if y'all don't know, I got pregnant in college, so that didn't happen. My dream to go to New York and go to LA, I kind of had to like switch gears and become a mom and take care of home first, and figure out a life for myself that worked after college. I still graduated from college with the degree in theater and also communications, because I double major in communications and film. But after school, I end up doing, just regular 9-to-5 jobs and stuff like that. And you know how you going to work and it's like, it's cool, but it's like something's missing. Like I need,
it ain't getting.
It's not giving. It's not giving what it's supposed to give. After you get used to them
paychecks, it's like it got to be something bigger than these paychecks,
right? And I didn't just want to settle like and be like just going to work and not fulfilling myself or what God put me on this earth to do, or the universe. Whichever way you go. So I've been like around YouTube when YouTube started being popular in 2009 and stuff. I was like I was on YouTube. I was watching YouTube more than I was watching cable, regular TV. And I was like, I could do this. Like I watch lifestyle channels, like people that's doing their hair, doing their makeup, doing those like tutorials. I was like, I could do this. I want to do this. I'll keep saying it, but I would never do it. I would just be like, I want to do that. I want to do that. Then y'all, boom. Fast forward, pandemic hit. I'm in the house twiddling my fingers like, I'm doing, I'm working from home and stuff like that. And again, the thought like, what am I doing? You know what I mean? Let me just, start a YouTube channel. You know how you saying your daughter talked to herself in the mirror? I'll be doing that as a grown adult. First you apply the concealer, and then after you do the concealer, you like talking to myself in the mirror like a weirdo. Kind of practicing. I'm like subconsciously practicing for starting my YouTube channel. So I'm what you call a YouTube quarantine creator. I started my channel during the quarantine, and it's just been on and popping ever since. And I'm glad I've started. That's why I say the pandemic was bittersweet. It was a curse and a blessing and a curse, because a lot of stuff popped off during the pandemic for me personally.
That's great. I like that.
I do too.
That was a great story.
That's a great story of just like overcoming. Because a lot of people would have gave up on the school aspect after getting pregnant in school, because it's like you said, family comes first, right? And then they put the books and everything on the back burner. But it's like you had the will power to finish school, so that's amazing in itself.
Yeah, Christian was right in class with me. Right there, color your books.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
How about you, JayJay?
Yeah, so I don't know if you mentioned we're sisters. Interesting you said that, because our parents are immigrants, and so when my dad was getting his degree at UDC, I was Christian. He brought me to school, and so I was sitting in the back coloring and things like that. So got my little college. I know, right? Like cyclical how things like Yeah, so similar to how I'm also a quarantine creator. Okay. So I too started my channel during the pandemic. I had a YouTube channel before, but for a lot of us, we use YouTube as a depository for like videos. And so sometimes you might film something, and back in the day, like little other like free had like limits, they had caps, and so you're like, where can I put this? Like, I could just upload this on YouTube and tell all the members of the church, y'all can find a video on my channel, and y'all go see the the service that I we film. And so I did that. So my YouTube channel is 10 years old, but it was like a hodgepodge of like talent shows. I went to the Grammys once, so it was like, oh, look at how many Grammys. So it had all sorts of stuff, but not organized. And so I didn't really, it wasn't the way like traditional YouTubers like start off like how I was just like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have a specific channel. So that was my YouTube before. But again, like Hawa, during the quarantine time, similar, I was just like, let me, and I'm a Pinterest, we talked about this before we started the show, but I'm a blogger. So I've been blogging I started a parenting blog when I was pregnant with my third child. I have 3 kids, and she's not 14. And so Pinterest was the platform that was driving most of my traffic. For those you don't know, it's like a digital bulletin board or like a vision board. A social platform is more of a search engine. It's actually the 3rd largest search engine in the world.
I believe it.
Right? So
I never knew that.
Yeah, it is. And so it was driving all the traffic to my blog. And then I started paying attention to it. And so during the quarantine time, during the pandemic, Pinterest platform shifted their business model, and a lot of people took a hit. So it used to be, and you guys out there might have Pinterest accounts, so you might go in and be like, oh, look at this. I had 50,000 views, y'all. I don't even do nothing. And that's the experience of a lot of people at Pinterest, is that they create the platform, they put it on there, other people pin your stuff and repin your stuff, and you're getting credit for that, those views. It's just going everywhere. I mean, there's views, you do nothing, and you're just like, hey. So then the people who are purposeful with their Pinterest, along with those who are not purposeful, we all saw a drop. And so that's how I started my YouTube journey as a Pinterest marketer, is that I said, you know what, I'm going to try to figure this out. I'm a detective. I have a journalism background. So I went to school at University of Maryland, College Park for journalism. And then later on got a law degree. So it's like full circle. I'm back to journalism, sort of behind the camera sort of thing. But so what I was doing on my Pinterest channel was like, I'm gonna decode this. I'm gonna do the tricks, ticks, and hacks to try to figure out this algorithm. You know, these algorithms be like changing and shifting, and you have something
all
going good, and you getting all these views. You're like, boom, and then one day, all of a sudden, no engagement, no views, no likes. You're like, what the heck? So that's how I started my YouTube channel as a Pinterest marketer to help other Pinterest for business users decode the algorithm. So when I figured something would work, I'd be like, hey y'all, so if you post between 2 and 3 a.m., that's when people in India, the eastern hemisphere of the world, has more people. Only like 20% of the world's population is in western hemisphere. Everybody in their mama target United States, targets the western hemisphere. Everybody wants the eyeballs of us. But there's like millions of people over there in Asia and India. They got TVs, they got YouTube. I think the biggest number of users is like among Indians. So I was like, and Pinterest actually started doing Indians, and so I would like, yeah, you do it 2 to 3, you know, and that's how my channel. And so other people like me were like, okay, I can be a resource for my community of Pinterest marketers who are trying to decode Pinterest. So that's how I started on YouTube.
It's nice.
Look at that.
That's nice.
And I need to follow her channel.
Yeah.
Because I used to get emails every day, all day. Somebody pinned your thing. Somebody liked your board. Somebody followed you, blah, blah, blah. And as you said it, I realized, I don't see them emails no more. I wonder what happened. But I just, because mine was not purposeful, I was just like, whatever, tossing it. Much in the same way that people use YouTube, I was using Pinterest. Like, I take photos of my work and then I was just putting them somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, repository. Here we go. Put it here. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, now I got to follow her page so I can figure out what's going on.
Yes.
And that's probably clutch for you, you know, the whole Pinterest with your business line.
Yeah, it is perfect.
One day I'll put some effort towards it. Anyway, back to people who are actually putting effort towards their things. So you are currently on YouTube, both of you, right? And you use yours more as like resources, and then you are actually like doing a channel for, I don't want to call it viewership, but like personal interest, entertainment. I don't know what to call it.
Yeah, I guess a little bit of all, like entertainment, or I think people call it infotainment, like informational for some people, entertainment for some people. I think that's like the line of it.
Exactly.
Would you say?
Yep. I have my YouTube channel is a lifestyle, but it's lifestyle with a focus. A lot of people, think of lifestyle and they'll do a lifestyle channel, and you'll go to the channel and they're literally doing everything, changing tires, showing you how to pin, doing a vlog, going to Disney World, filming their child, doing a cartwheel. It's like, it's a lot. Mine is with a focus.
Okay.
I do beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. So my lifestyle portion of it is geared towards travel vlogs. I realized early on in my journey that people really enjoy the travel vlogs. I could tell, one, by my engagement, the natural engagement of the people commenting and liking and asking questions, and then also my analytics. So I'm thinking, okay, that's where I gotta put a lot of my energy, because that's what my viewers like, right? And then another thing for me was hair, like doing like these braids and stuff. People want to, especially during COVID times, right? People want to do it themselves, or they trying to spend $400 to get some braids done. So they're gonna go on YouTube and search like how to do knotless box braids, and then they'll come across my channel where I'm showing them how to do it. Same thing with like some people just like get ready with me, like I'm just doing my hair, put on makeup, got music playing, and you getting ready as I'm getting ready, but you're also kind of learning my techniques of applying my makeup and doing my hair. And another thing that people really come to my channel for, that is my particular focus for Hawa Bunga's channel, is body contour and stuff. So I do a lot of, what is it called, non-invasive body contouring. So getting like the little skinny massages, non-invasive lipo, the little going and getting one of those sweat sauna things, getting Visa like liners in my teeth, contact reviews, things like that, kind of like changing your image. Because if you think about it, a lot of people don't like something about themselves and they want to change it. So they want to go to Google to figure out how can they change this, or what can they do. Oh, I want to get slim faster. I want to lose weight tomorrow. You know what I mean? So they'll come across. So that's what I realized a lot of people like come to my channel specifically for. So yes, it's lifestyle. I do a bunch of little different things, but it's not too far off. It's still around beauty. It's still around fashion. It's still around lifestyle.
What would, because like you said, some people have a lot of different things, like might have health and beauty, but also auto mechanics, stuff like that. Do you find that some of those people do better with their engagement, or when you get niche, when you actually like niche it to like health and beauty, digital marketing, stuff like that?
So niche is going to be the best, or niche or niche, however you pronounce that word, because essentially I did a Instagram post the other day, and a lot of people say, oh, that was a great way to describe it. So what I said, and I'll just share it with you guys too, I said, if I wanted to get if I found your channel, a video you did on how to make a bomb lasagna, right? And I was like, oh my god, this lasagna is so good, let me see who this is that has this video, and I love it, should I subscribe? And I go to your channel and I see, like you said, you doing like, hey, here's my child, me doing my hair, go grocery shopping with me, how to change a tire. I'm just like, nah, that's all right. I'm not subscribing to that because it's all over the place. I want a channel. Now, if I went to your channel and it's all food, all recipes, I have a family of 3, I'm cooking stuff, I'm like, okay, bet this is going to be my go-to source for recipes. And you think about it, when you want something, you compartmentalize your wants into needs. Like you said, this is my go-to source for auto mechanic, like how to fix it. Before I go to the shop and spend all this money, you can show me how to, change the tire or check the pressure, whatever. That's my go-to source. So, and I don't want to have my feed filled with stuff that I didn't ask for. Like, I don't care about your dog. So why is this dog on my feed? You know what I mean? Like, how did I get this? You know what I mean? So that's what it is. It's like, I'm curating my feed to be what I'm interested in. So if you're doing all sorts of stuff that I'm not interested in, I'm not subscribing. So that's why niche is better.
I agree. I would say, and not I agree because I know anything about social media, but I agree because in my 9 to 5, I write contracts for a living. And so I come across a lot of vendors. And I remember very, very clearly, there was a vendor who wanted to do business with us, who did taxes. He was a caterer, and he did like lawn stuff. And I was like, I just didn't believe that he was good at any one of those items. You know what I mean?
Like jack of all trades, man.
And I didn't. It just wasn't. It just didn't give what I needed it to give. Yeah, and so much like that. But when I went to somebody who's focused, and it's like clearly they know lawn care from A to B. That's who we want to do business with, because this person know. And it's not that the other guy didn't know lawn, but it's like when you umbrella that in one business, I, as the consumer of said business, I can't mess with it. I just, it's too much. Yeah. So I like it.
Yeah. I agree. Can't be too far off.
Exactly. So let me ask about you starting, because a lot of people are intimidated by the idea of like starting a channel, right? Like starting YouTube. You was talking to yourself in the mirror and you was like, you know what? This is crazy. I'm going to just film how long did it take you between I'm just going to do it and like posting your first video? Like how many trial and errors, like how did you get into the right mindset to just like do a video?
I'm just gonna tell you honestly, I was still kind of like inching in. I was like doing research. I was looking at the people that I like to watch. I was looking at their thumbnails. I was looking at their descriptions. I was asking people what program you use to edit, what cameras do you have. Like I was like if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it right. Even though if I go watch my first video right now, I'll be like, oh, trash. I'm like, that's disgusting. But to me, I was like, shit. So I would say maybe like a month before when I said, okay, I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to post my first video. It was about a month, but I did take the time to do research and stuff. But I think essentially that did still help me in the long run with, starting my channel.
Yeah, I was going to chime in and say that what she did was a nice balance between over researching, overthinking it, and realize I'm intimidated. I'm never going to do this because I'm not going to have the right equipment. I'm not going to be comfortable with my voice and my stage presence. And then it's a balance between like, I have enough research. I'm ready to go in. And I really admire, I'm a Gen Xer. She's a Gen Y. And I love the fact, and I always say this in our other communities that we talk about YouTube, and that she did the research, because a lot of people don't do that. And I'm one of those people, like, I didn't do any research. I just started like, I'm gonna start a channel today. You know what I mean? Like is this thing on? So and that's the problem is a lot of people do what I do. Like they don't really understand, and then they get frustrated. They put a lot of work and effort and energy. They buy equipment and they put the videos out, and they're getting like 1, 2 views, 3 views is trickling in, and they have this perception based on people they already followed that it was going to be like, all I gotta do is get on camera, hit play, and the money's gonna start coming in. The subscribers gonna come in, and the views gonna come in. Then I'm gonna be a member of the partner program, and I'm gonna be rich. And I'm gonna have a nice house like this, and a nice studio, and everything. So.
And then eventually you get the, what is it?
The play button.
The
gold, the silver, and the bronze, the platinum play button. And it's going to be like...
that's a goal right there.
But if you don't do the research, I admire that she did the research because that's just so important. Because a lot of people just don't understand. Like I mentioned, that YouTube is the number 2 search engine. And when you don't know, we're not famous already, people don't know you, so nobody cares. Not to be blunt, nobody cares about your child, nobody cares about your podcast, nobody cares about your your day in the life, nobody cares about you. The people you know in your world, they don't even care to watch your channel. So why would you think some random person doesn't know you're gonna care? So you have to do content that's gonna be searchable because it's a search engine. And so you got your first thing out the block is to do searchable content. And nobody tells you that you can do whatever you want. You can, but it's going to take you like a bazillion years to grow. So first coming out, you got to do stuff that people are looking for. And you can't, that doesn't say that you can't grow fast, because people grow fast all the time. People have accelerated growth all the time. People blow up all the time. It's not common, but it happens. So that can happen for you. But the key is to really do your research first and know what make sure your video was great, know about your analytics. There's a lot of stuff that you should know. You should do research about the platform, know the platform. People just don't know the platform. They don't know it. And
I think I'm so glad that you said that, though, because Kaylin and I talk about that all the time with like respect to starting any business. The difference between just like going at it with your hair on fire and then people who never get started. Like you have to have like a healthy balance of the two. Like don't
shoot your shot.
Don't shoot your shot. Exactly. Shoot your shot, but make it an educated shot. Like don't just be at the half court with a blindfold on. Like I'm just going, just put it out here and see what happens. There's definitely a healthy balance in the two. I like it. I love it.
Also, to go off what you say is basically starting. We would get people that message us, reach out to us all the time asking for help, and they just be like, "I want to start a channel. Can you help me?" And I'd be like,
"With what?
With what? Like you have to like, oh, I just want to do something and I want to start my channel. I just don't know how, and I just want you to tell me." I'm like, I can't tell you that. I can't tell you what niche to pick. I can't do it for you. The only way you could really learn, grow is to actually start. And it's also like weird for me to say, because I remember when I was starting my channel, I'm like, damn, like nobody trying to help me. Like I'm reaching out to people and they not trying to help me, but it's the principle. And when I think about it and I think back to it, when people asking me questions, it has to be specific questions about something specific. You have to put in the work. People think they just gonna jump on the platform, like you said, and then just be famous and rich overnight, when it doesn't work like that. And you have to come onto the platform for a reason. So I always just tell people, if you want to be on YouTube, or if you want to be a content creator on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, you have to start, like grab your phone, start recording, look up. This is exactly what I did. Okay, let me find some editing softwares. I need a free one, because I'm not finna pay for something that I don't this one looks good, let me try it out. Okay, I saw a video last week. They did what is it, transition, and went like, and I was like, I want that transition. So what I do, go on Google how to do this transition and DaVinci Resolve, and I'll find a video, I'll watch it, and as they showing me, I'm doing it, and people want you to do that for them. We can't do that for you. Like you literally have to experience that. There's some people that will start a channel and they'll hire somebody, they got the money, I mean, blessed to them. They'll hire somebody to edit their videos right away. They'll hire somebody to record their videos. They'll hire somebody to do their thumbnails for them. Like, how are you going to run your channel if that person is doing everything for you and you don't know how to do it. Like I remember when I worked for this one company, I'm not going to say the company name, but I would have a manager that'd be like, oh, you need to be doing XYZ. And I'm like, you come show me how to do it. Because you don't even know how to do it. Come show me how to do it. And they can't. So how are you going to tell somebody how to do something that you don't even know how to do? Like how you going to instruct them? And if that person start off doing everything for you, what if they drop dead today? They got all of your content, they got all of your documents, they got your video, your sound, they got everything, and now they dead. So now you got to start over because how you going to get it?
Exactly.
And now you got to learn you got to learn it yourself.
That's a good point. When Kayla and I first started, there was a young lady that we had do 1 or 2 episodes. Maybe
she did the first two, maybe 3.
Yeah, and we still like it as a resource. Like if he gets busy, he can shoot it over there, and he's got a backup. Like he's walked her through it. Now she knows it, right? But as we edit our own content, as we post our own content, you start getting feedback, you get to make tweaks, and you can't do that unless the person that's editing is like your partner in crime, like that's your husband, and we gonna work together and do, because otherwise like you lose all of that. There's so much knowledge in the feedback loop, in the comments from people, in the you doing it, the learning the software, all of that.
No, you're right about that. But real quick, when you speak on doing the research and seeing like what's relevant or what the audience or the customers or people want, like how do you really do the research? Is it just like searching what you think you want your videos to be on? Because it's like I don't think a lot of people know how to do the research. I know I don't know how to do the research.
I just learned that research is vidIQ today, and that's what I'm doing.
That's the easy way out, right?
But we need to send this to them.
Exactly.
Go ahead. I'm sure y'all want to end this contract. But I think it's... Wait, what was your question here?
Like, how do you actually find out what people want to watch, the research?
Because you are the people. What do you search when you, like, say you need to clean your J's and you want to do it without messing up the leather? What you going to do?
I'm going to search how to clean
YouTube University.
Yeah, sneakers.
You probably going to go to Google, which Google is going to route you to YouTube. So YouTube is Google's probably going to pull up a YouTube video because a lot of people like watching videos or seeing rather than reading, because a lot back in the day or before YouTube, everybody was blogging it. So they're like, this is how you do it. Step 1, step 2, which I still sometimes kind of read those because sometimes I actually need to like see the directions, but you're gonna do that and it's gonna reroute you to YouTube, and you're gonna go and you're gonna find videos. So you kind of gotta, if I say, okay, I want to do a video on how to loosen your faux locks, because at one point I had faux locks and I thought I was gonna die. Like I was like, my head is about to explode, and I figure out a regiment. I don't know why I can't speak today. But I figured out, a concoction that worked, and I was like, yo, I gotta tell somebody about this. I got a YouTube channel. It is a beauty YouTube channel. Let me film a video and tell them. And the crazy thing is, I was telling my sister, I was like, this video trash. I'm not about to post this. I don't like it. I don't like how it look. I don't like how it sound. I'm not about to post it. I posted, and it's one of my best performing videos to date.
I still see it all the time.
It's one of my best performing videos to this day. But before, I went and I looked up too, like how to loosen tight dress, and I couldn't find anything. I was like, hello, like
somebody else.
Somebody help me. I just was like, I would see stuff here and here. I would see stuff in blogs and stuff like that, but no video and actually showing you. So I actually took what this girl did in one of her blogs, and that's how I figured out, and I added my own stuff. And then I created a video based on how I would search for it. And I know that it was low competition, obviously, because I couldn't find the video anywhere. So now it's still, to this day, I posted that video probably over maybe a year and a half ago, and it's still highly searched. I made a part 2 of it, and that one's popping off too. All I did was literally take that video, because a lot of people was complaining that my intro was too long. So I was like, okay, let me just take the same video, shorten it, do a shorter intro, and repost it. And that one's even taken off. So without vidIQ, that's what you do. You could go into Google, start typing what you're thinking, how to loosen your and then even before you finish typing, boop, 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 boop. You ever go to Google and you be like, dang, Google, like, let me finish. Yes. Right. You be like, let me finish my thought, but it tells you what people are searching for. So that's what they searching for. Do a video on it.
Right.
But vidIQ, it just literally tells you what people are searching for, what's high in competition.
Right. And now since we don't have any contract with them, we can talk about other tools because we were bound by that before. We had a restriction clause. So there are others. Answer the Public is one. And as it says, Answer the Public, and they'll tell you what questions people are asking. Google Trends tell you what's trending right now. You can also search it like, what's trending. Another one is Keywords Everywhere. So if you have, there's another Chrome extension, if it's installed, I love that. It'll tell you the expertise. It'll tell you like how popular it is. It'll tell you if it's trending. Any tool that tells you the trends is your friend. Yeah. Because they're telling you as it's rising, and so as it's rising, that's when you will hop on it. You never want to do when it's peaking because it's too much competition. Yeah. But if you can hop on a rising trend, that's why I love Keywords Everywhere, is because they show you the graph lines as it's coming up. They say this is coming up, and so that's when you say, okay, this is a perfect penetration point for me to get in there and do it. And my big example I always use personally is a Pinterest example, and Pinterest does this too. They show you the trend line, so we're not just telling you that DIY bath bombs is trending. It's not just us telling you this. Look at the trend search. We have the data because it's a data tool. It's a search engine. Here's the search let's say it was like August. Look at the search. There was only like this many people. This many people now in September. It's going up. So it's in your best interest. Just go post one. I had done a DIY bath bombs blog post like in 2018. So when I saw that it was rising, I said, aha, I got it. So I went in my arsenal, pulled out that video. I updated that video. So I updated the old one. Then I did a brand new one, the 2020. Back then I think it was 2020 version of it. And so I did the video. I did an idea pin. I did a Pinterest print. It blew up. It's still blowing up. Like today I can even show you. Like people are still searching it today, 2022. But at the time when it was trending, they gave me the tools. They say this is trending, get on this, and so I did it. And so it's all being intentional, purposeful, using the tools that are available to you, and it can't be haphazard. I think people just think that they could just do it, and you say do what you want, do what you like. That is never ever the answer. You don't ever just you can, but it always has to be like what people are searching for, what's trending. So
at least in the beginning,
until you blow up, and then people
want to know. People want to know everything. They want to know what shoes you wearing, what deodorant you wearing, where you going today, what's date night. They want to know everything. You might be your channel may not have anything to do with lifestyle, but eventually they may want to get to know more of you, and that's when you can start doing anything. But it's people that will literally pop on the platforms and be like, okay, I'm here, love me. And it's like, we don't know you.
There's a term called parasocial, and so that's when you get to that point. We have a parasocial relationship with your audience. That means is that people see you and they feel like they're friends. When you get parasocial, that's at the point when it don't matter what you do. You don't have to follow all these tools, all these things we telling you. You ain't got to do none of that stuff. Everything we said doesn't apply to you. You do whatever you want. You put with a thumbnail. You do whatever you talk about what you want to talk about because they love you so much.
I've seen it. It'll be like God is good. A million likes.
Right, exactly.
We all know that, but let me say it.
Let me say that.
2 likes. How much time or how much extra time does that take to do the timestamps and all that?
They have automatic ones now. It's like it's a little
wonky.
They pick and choose what videos, and because they have to literally understand. You literally have to probably speak like a robot and enunciate every words for them to be like, chop up your videos for it. But it doesn't take that much extra time. Sometimes I'll upload a video and I'll be like, I'm on the go, I'll just put it in later. You know what I mean? It doesn't take that much time. And if you do it strategically, like while you're editing, just write it down on the side, so then when you're doing your description box, all you got to do is just fill in the blanks instead of having to go back or watch your video and then do all of the time.
So I do recommend doing it, because twice I've already posted videos and people in the comments like, girl, this overlap. I'm like, dang. So I always recommend anyway looking at watch your video,
checking it.
Oh my God, I posted a video, not the last video, but the video before, the whole beginning part of my video was gone, and I don't know
What happened?
I watched the video and it still made sense. It's still like, it started when I was like starting my makeup, but I had a whole intro. Like I always do, like if I'm doing a makeup look, I show the finished product in the beginning, or like me doing something dumb, like spilling the powder all in my eye because I'm clumsy as hell, and then my quick intro, and then go into the video. That whole part was gone, so it just went straight into the video, and I was like, well, okay. I totally missed that. So you're probably right. You probably should watch your videos after it's already uploaded onto YouTube, because I don't know when it disappeared.
Gotcha.
It was there when I downloaded it.
Yeah, I know, right?
It was there when I downloaded it.
He was like, this ghost. Twice.
YouTube will break your heart, though. It broke my heart a few times.
And she always quit. And I quit once. How every other month be like, I'm quit this, man. It's just not for me.
It is not for the
It's not for me.
Are you full-time YouTube now?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you're still doing it on the side. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a projected, like, do you want to be full-time YouTube? And then if you do you have a projected kind of when you think you're going to get there?
Yeah, I think doing full-time YouTube would be great. Like, who wouldn't want to get paid full-time for doing something they love? But I do really love like my full-time jobs and the other businesses that I'm building too. So to me, I don't need YouTube money, but it would be great if YouTube money could like pay my mortgage. I would love that. And I foresee that for myself tomorrow. God, hello. It would be great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I should put that out there, law of attraction.
Yes.
Right. Put it in the atmosphere.
Exactly.
Realistically, because I always say this in our communities, in our club, is that I know that I have a lifestyle channel. A lifestyle channel is harder to grow because you literally got to get people to fall in love with you, because there's so many other people kind of doing what you do. That's why I have certain things about my channel that really no one else does, so people have to come to me to view it. But essentially I have a lifestyle channel. I know it's going to be a slow growth, so I'm seeing it maybe like 3 years, like I could go full-time, and I think less, maybe like 1.5, 2 years. If
I know what you're going to say.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead, because you like
This
all
is
in
the
my
sister
throat.
vibe.
She all down here. She's like, go ahead.
If you have a viral moment, I think you can have that. Was that what you're going to say?
Kind of, but no.
No, okay, go ahead. You finish what you're going to say then.
Well, that's a good point though. Yeah, if I have a viral moment, it's almost like on Instagram, because Instagram's my other baby. Like, they'll give you get paid from your reels, because people don't listen. Like, Instagram, these platforms literally be telling you what to do,
happen next.
And people they just don't listen. Instagram literally be saying stop posting photos because we're not looking at those
no more.
Right.
We're not a photo platform. Don't post it. And they're paying people to post reels, but there's a like cap on it. So, and say the cap is like you have to have 1.7 million views to get $2,000 for your reels.
On Instagram. On
Instagram, you have to have 1.7 views within that time period in order to get $2,000. But if you get one viral video, you get $2,000 in your pocket just like that.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But my thing is like, with the back to what I was going to say, yes, a viral moment, but more so like the business behind YouTube, the other stuff that we're doing, like selling templates and classes and that stuff, I could go full time on in a shorter term. In a shorter term, as long as it pick up. The more clients we get, the more money. So it's essentially, it is making money off of YouTube. You can go full time, but it wouldn't be directly from the YouTube
not the traditional sense.
Yeah,
from
not the YouTube partner program. Advertising.
Gotcha.
And you need to diversify anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find that with a lot of social media influencers, like I think the misconception for a lot of folks is that they're getting paid from the platform. Like, that's where they live in their best life, and it's like it's all the other. It's the multiple streams of income that they have. You know what I mean? Coming in, that's affording the lifestyle that you see on the Instagram.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'd like to ask, because it seems that the two of you have plentiful. You got a lot of knowledge. And so for our subscribers, listeners, followers, stream chasers, if they wanted to get this information from this podcast, because I know they got notes, because I got notes, I'm writing mental notes. If they wanted to get this information from you more personally, I heard that you got a business where you've taken on clients. Tell me about that.
No, she's just like, so it's my name, but she works in it's JayJay GHATT. So it's organic. So we got into YouTube organically. We learning organically. We have a community, and all of us come together, and we organically grow and we learn. And so for JayJay GHATT, what we do on our platform is that we give people, we audit. So you have a YouTube channel, or you want to start a YouTube channel, you won't have one. And so what we do is that we'll take you on and we'll help you set up your channel from scratch, and then give you the information on what you need to know, the mindset things you need to know going in, knowing it's the long haul. So if stuff don't go work right, you learn from your analytics. This is what you need to look for. When you go back to your analytics, these are the data points you need to be watching so your next video could be more successful versus repeating the mistakes. So that's what we do in that. And then we also do audits. So let's say you already have a channel, but it's flopping, or you already have an Instagram and it's not doing well, or Pinterest, got to do Pinterest as well, and you want to say, okay, what do I need to do? And I'll tell you, okay, we'll do an audit, we'll review your account, we'll tell you what's working, what's not working, and then, so that's some of the services. We do audit services, launch services, and then we also have, we don't do a lot of this, but we do some social media management, social media strategy, digital strategies. This is for businesses that have no social media presence whatsoever, and and they just, they're like, I see all my competitors on social media. We want some of that too. So we'll help them with a strategy and determine like how to set your up. What's the content buckets? Like what's the best platform? Because we talked about it. Not all platforms are for you. Do you want to do a ubiquitous presence where you're everywhere, or do you want to just focus on 3 main platforms? And what is that going to look like? And what content buckets, what types of content you're going to post on that? And in this video, you're going to have to give us some video content. What video content do you have? Do you have a video library? If not, we got to do a shoot, because I'm not working for anybody that has
you got to pay for the shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a great client. She's good. She'd be like,
she'd be like, here.
She'd be like, send me your cash app. I'd be like, no, it's okay. She's like, no, send me your cash app. So we love her. But because I've had clients that have had no video library and didn't want to pay for it, and it's like, so it's
a struggle, and then wonder why they're not getting that the reach getting the results that they want.
And I'm like, I can come to your office and I can film, and I can have like a good 3 months worth of content with one shoot. They don't want to pay for it, and and then they'll do it themselves. And I'm like, you don't have to got light. These angles are horrible. Your camera is shaky. You really need a professional, and to do it for Instagram quality. And then with them, I was putting myself in it. They probably like, what's she in it for? Because y'all won't do it, or they'll do like I'll do a stock footage and things like that. So that's what we do with JayJay GHATT, is we help people with launching, with auditing, and then some management, some from folks. And it's also, you have to apply, because we don't even take everybody, because some people,
nice.
There's resources on there too.
We have resources, lots of free resources. And we have a free YouTube growth check startup course that we is going to be on there soon on the website, JayJay GHATT. And right now there's a Pinterest one, it's free. Like, you want to go on there. We have a YouTube growth checklist, Pinterest business setup, lots of free resources, free tools that you just go in there and just learn, and just get yourself started. Kind of learn which.
When you said you don't accept everybody, like, what's some of the qualifications that a company might need? Like, to make them attractive for you to work with?
Oh my goodness, I can tell you that, because one of them is someone who they understand. They understand that it's a long game. Like, I've had people who just like, I'm ready to sell this course tomorrow. Like, man, I'm sorry, we can't work with you. We can't work. That's not gonna happen. Like, they don't understand. Like, you really have to build a following, and you have to, Like, it's a slow grind. So someone who understands the long run, someone who is willing to give us some like poetic license, or some creative licensing to say, okay, do this. Because if you're going to be a micromanager too much, because I've had clients that just be like, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't have alcohol, you can't. And I'm just like, are you trying to target millennials or not? Like, what do you mean? Like, they're Gen Xers, so they're trying to chase what Gen X do, but your market is like little Gen Zs. You're like 20-year-olds, and you trying to.
Yeah.
There's a disconnect. So someone who's willing to say like, okay, if you're not willing to do that, like we have this is trial and error, like working with bad clients. So we're like, okay, we're gonna require this, we're gonna require this, we're gonna require that. 3 months minimum. Some people that just don't want to have patience. Like, it ain't working. Let's wrap this up. It's kind of like, no. So someone has a realistic timeline, who's willing to give us creative licenses, has a library of video content, like we said with Instagram, video content, if not a budget to hire us or somebody else to create some nice lifestyle, not just not just like with the glamour shots in the front of the thing like this. No, we need lifestyle video content. What else are the different things that disqualify people? That's it, really, just 3 months.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's the most part.
Not glamour shots in front of the building.
Right.
I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm gonna have to check it out.
She kept sending me these things. It's like, girl, no.
And our community started from ClubHouse. I know we didn't really talk about ClubHouse much, but we just went. First of all, I need to probably tell what ClubHouse is?
I have it on my phone.
I know what it is. But for the people, a lot of people
it was very confusing for me when I got inside. I was like, it was a lot of things happening. A lot of people talking at me. Somebody invited me in the room. They kicked me out. I was like,
I kick you out.
I think I was in the wrong room. Like, I thought I was somebody else. And they was like, oh no, she's not. Anyway, it was a lot happening, and I was like, no, thank you. I still have the app on my phone, but I have not opened it since that one Saturday. I was like,
that one Saturday. Lord Jesus. Oh, my God.
But that's how y'all first got started, though.
Yeah, that's where we found a community, because it's an audio-only app. I think of ClubHouse as a conference, like a big old conference, and you go to the conference and there's different rooms, and in those different rooms they're talking about different subjects. So you might have property management and real estate, there's the YouTube room, there might be a TikTok room, there might be the church room, the marriage room, the single life, the crazies, the moan room, demon time. There's like a bunch of different rooms, and you can basically just choose which one you want to go to and listen to the speaker speak, and then they can invite you on stage, or you can raise your hand to go on stage and you're able to speak to them or whatever. So when we got on there, we were like, okay, we're interested in YouTube, so we want to learn more about YouTube, get as much resources as possible. So we would go in these rooms, and it will be like the Roberto Blakes and Sean Cannells and stuff who are, have these rooms. But we noticed when they were speaking to the YouTubers, the smaller creators, they was kind of speaking a foreign language to them. Like, these people just started, and you already talking about CPM and CPI, and they probably it's probably just going right over their head. Yeah. Like, what are y'all talking about? Then they're going on stage and asking the most basic questions. So then we we started our channel a few months ago. Right?
We're experts now.
We expert. We know more. I mean, we know a little something. And then it's stuff like, again, like I said, when I started, I didn't have nobody to be like, oh, you need to do XYZ, or I could go to ask questions about it. So it's stuff that I learned along the way on my journey that I now can share with people so that they can, do better. So we started having rooms about YouTube. We started doing audits. Channel audits. I did one on y'all channel too, but we could talk about it. After the fact.
I definitely want to talk about
it. So we started doing channel audits, and there would be, and people would come and they would listen, and it was weird. Like the room would fill up, and people would be listening to us. And I'm like, we just started our channels. 5 minutes.
The first one was like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, like 7 hours. 7 hours. We had lines of people,
and we kept
for
every
7 hours.
week.
That's
it
tight.
would be so many people, and I just be like, JayJay, I can't do this. I'm tired. I don't like talking, and. So we started to say, okay, we only doing an hour of channel audits and stuff. So we just go in and kind of look at your channel banner, your thumbnail, things like that. And people would there will be other people that kind of write you off and be like, well, what do y'all know? Y'all only got 300 subscribers, or y'all not qualified to be doing audits or giving people advice. But
it's always a troll.
There's so many, exactly. But there's coaches that never played football.
Yes.
There's coaches that never play baseball, that never play golf, whatever it is, but they know how to lead their team to victory. We have clients where or people that come to that room, we'll give them advice and boom, they blow up.
So many people came.
So many people. I can't do it for my channel. I don't know why, but sometimes it's specific. Like I know what you need to do for your channel and your niche. I think I know what will work. Yeah. And they would do it, and they'll come back. And they'll blow up. Like Sarah, she went from like 500 subscribers to
she didn't even have 1,000. She didn't have 1,000, and then she blew up, and she has like 50,000, 60,000. But again, it's also what's it say? Luck is opportunity meets preparation, or something like that. So she already had a great, and that's what I say I could think could happen for you. She already had a really good travel channel. She was. So I don't want to say anything bad about her, but anyway, so she already had
yeah, you never know who might see.
Right. I love you, Sarah. So she had like a good travel channel. She was doing stuff, and then I remember December. This is a really great story. It was like going to Christmas, and she said my only wish is to have 1,000 subscribers before Christmas or something like that. It was like December 5. She did a YouTube shorts. You mentioned it this past summer. I remember when she was going to do that shorts because she was on somebody's room saying, I'm doing a shorts and I don't know if it's gonna go big, and people like, yeah, go ahead, go do it. She said because people aren't traveling, and she's a travel channel. There's a pandemic, and so she's like, well, I'm in my RV and she's gonna film this little shorts, and people were like, yeah, do it. That shorts got something like her goal was to get 1,000 subscribers on Monday. On Thursday, somehow, some way, YouTube shorts picked it up, 5 million. For that one shorts, she grew like the 30,000, then 40,000. You know, her goal was to get 1,000. So in 1 week, she got. So we have a lot of people like that who've come to our rooms, and we help nurture them, and they'll come back and they'll be like, "Thank you all so much because y'all told me to do X, Y, and Z. I did it. Now I have 50,000." We're like, "Dang." You know, like, I only got 50,000, but okay, it's good for you.
And it was literally out the kindness of our heart. It wasn't, when we got on the platform, we started doing the channel audits and stuff, it wasn't to get anything in the return. It wasn't for money. It was literally like, we just want to help, help our community. We want to see you win. Everybody can eat. And we want y'all to eat. And don't forget about me.
Right. Because they're going to route them back to, they're going to come back to y'all.
Yeah. So, there's some people that literally, they're leeches. They come, they see people, they want to.
Lots of them.
They want to attack. So now we're finally, maybe within the last couple of months, started to like charge for certain things.
Gotcha.
And we still have free services. We still serve our community on ClubHouse and Instagram. Someone hit me in the DM 10, 20 times. I'm going to respond and stuff like that. But then it's like, okay, I also have this template that you can use. It's $7. It's only $7. You probably bought a Starbucks coffee this morning that was $8. So use this instead of me sitting here trying to explain. I literally made a template. Here you go. Right. So now
and I just did a Pinterest idea pin masterclass, and in the class I just filmed the intro for it. I told them, I said, I could have had this free, but there's value to this, and I want you to appreciate the value of this because if this goes well for you, this can change your life. So you should pay I don't know how much I was going to charge for, like $8 for something's going to change your life. And if it's free, you won't value it as much. You might not even watch the whole thing.
I agree.
Like, I got it for free, but
I save many a template that'd be free and be like, I get back to that.
Right, exactly. But it's like you be like, I paid $8 for this. Let me watch what she's talking about. You know what I mean? So I made it that, and then also for marketing, because my channel is digital marketing, and marketing, you always want people to get used to paying you. You know what I mean? You don't. People get used to getting free, and we even have that with our club. They're just used to getting free information for you. When you say we now offer membership, they be like, okay, thank you, but I can get it for free. So if you get them in the habit, and just for any business out there. If you offer free services, at some point have a low ticket tier to get them used to it, and then you can upsell. You know, when you go to you buy anything, before you check out, oh yeah, by the way, we got this. Oh, by the way, we have 5 more of these left. You want this?
Other people that bought this also bought these.
So you went in there trying to start $2. You like, next thing you know, you look at your cart, it's like 156. Like, they got me for 156 for this $2 thing I came in here for. So it's all about the upsell, but you gotta get people used to paying your money,
and you can't tell people how to do it.
You tell them what to do,
but not how to do it. And if you want to know how to do it,
I like that.
I do too. I learned so much in this episode.
I'm so glad.
Yes, I did. Even as a, like, not as a person who aspires to even social media influence, because I don't know if I can wrap my brain around it all the way. But as a person who has a business who wants to sell product, I've learned something on that side too, like affiliate marketing. I never considered as a brand myself signing up with like a Like to Know or Shop Style or anything like that to push my product from that side. So I learned many a thing.
Influencer marketing is the best marketing right now.
But and I thought about that, right? But because my product influencer marketing,
which is essentially affiliate marketing, using someone like I had the girl that does my braids. I told her, I was like, you have to do an affiliate program. So, because we are literally your walking market. I walk out this shop and everybody's like, who did your hair? Who did your hair? Every time I send them to you, I'll be like, oh, use my code or use my link. I get a commission, but you get a new client. You get what I mean? So she signed up and it's on and popping. I know I'm getting paid from her. I'm knowing a lot of her clients probably getting paid for it because you literally a walking billboard. You like,
and you're gonna want to work for. You don't want to talk about your braids a lot more than you normally would, even though you want to get a commission on it.
Yeah. I think where I struggle personally is just because I have a wedding based business, and so because it's an event based business, I always struggle with like finding. It's like my first thought was, find an influencer who's engaged, who's about to get married, right? Because you want to put that in front of that. But I think trying to find that market has always been a thing. So now knowing that I can go the backside and let Shop Style or whatever one of those affiliate kind of intermediaries find that market for me, I'm on it. Googling, not while driving, but on my way home.
Awesome. I love it.
That's tight. That's tight.
How you feeling?
I learned a lot because, like Hawa said, she's done her audit of us. But but for us, I mean, for me, it's like, when we have an episode, I let the people talk, what I'm saying? And oftentimes people are in my DM sending me messages or I'm passing them and they're like your channel is so good. Like the content, like the stuff that we're talking about. But they're like, but it's not hitting with the people yet. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're asking me like, well, what's the problem? I'm like, I don't know. But I feel you, because that's like some of the game that we're getting, the knowledge that we're getting from our guests is A1. It's A1. It is. But it's like, but people missing it. You know what I'm saying? So like to get some of this, and it's like I've seen the analytics, and you hit on it a little bit, but it's like those YouTube the analytics page is very detailed. It's a lot. It's very detailed, and I think it goes over a lot. Because like I said, I've looked at it and it's like, oof. Let me go ahead and get out of it. It's a lot of stuff. But it's like getting more in tune with the analytics and just being more like purposeful,
intentional.
Like intentional.
Words we've learned today.
Being more intentional with trying to do the things, like you like to say,
do the things,
to actually put the work in and grow it.
I have a suspicion about what it is, so I can't wait to hear what Hawa has to say. Anywho, so where can the people find you all on the interwebs if they are looking for you, so they don't have to search Black Girl Who Does Pinterest?
I'm Hawa Bunga on all platforms. Well, on Instagram it's _ Hawa Bunga. YouTube is Hawa Bunga. My website is Hawa Bunga. Twitter, I'm H Weirdo, but don't follow me on Twitter. You're gonna see some crazy shit. That's my little tagline. Y'all know where that's from?
No.
Follow me on Twitter.
Where's that from?
Alvin and the Chick Months when he was being dragged out the casino.
Yes, and now that you say it, of course.
In all our rooms on ClubHouse like that. And I don't even be on Twitter like that. If I am tweeting, I'm tweeting like my anger. Like I go on Twitter to let it go.
Just to vent.
That's how it works.
And how about you, JayJay?
I'm JayJay GHATT. So JayJay GHATT, GHATT on all platforms. That's my YouTube channel. We can learn about Pinterest marketing, YouTube's growth strategies, and now I've pivoted into branding. We talked about monetizing your whatever it is, your presence on social media, even with like 5 subscribers. So that's I'm getting into that. I love that. I love teaching and I love training, and I have that background. I taught at Georgetown University, like a law clinic for a while. I just love that. So that's JayJay GHATT. And you can also find me on Instagram, teaching on Instagram as well. Same thing, JayJay GHATT. I'm JayJay GHATT on Facebook. I'm JayJay GHATT. Well, it's gonna be on TikTok. I'm JayJay GHATT. Yeah. So it's, you know, just consistent branding. And if you sign up for our service at JayJayGHATT.com, we're gonna show you about consistent branding, consistent branding colors, consistent branding your name, consistent branding in your content. So people kind of always, you know, it's kind of like whenever you go to Starbucks, you know you're going to see that green siren. You know the experience, no matter where you go in Starbucks in the world, is going to be similar. Same thing with Chick-fil-A, same thing with McDonald's. So no, exactly, no matter where you go in the world, you want to have that branding. So that's what we can help you all do if you guys are interested in that sort of stuff.
Okay. Now you done heard the ladies. They at Hawa Bunga.
Yes.
They at JayJay GHATT.
Yes.
We have learned a many a thing.
Yep.
We need to do a part 2 because I got more to say.
Yeah, I know.
I don't even like talking, but I can talk about this all day.
Okay.
Yeah, because like it's a whole lot of extra stuff. It's like we're on the time thing, but it's like
there are things.
So let's do it. Let's set it up.
All right. Well, you heard it here
See what the
first.
people want.
Give the people what they want. Okay. Stream Chasers, you know where you can find us. www.streamchasers.work because Stream Chasers
do the work.
Okay. And also at stream.chasers on Instagram, on all the podcast platforms, the Spotify, the Googles, the Apple Podcasts, all the places.
Everything.
That's where we are. Okay. And with that, just got paid.